Hi everyone, and welcome back to Serena's Creations. Well, here we are. It is my day 19. Yep, I've made it to day 19. Only, 10 more days or so, and I will have made it a full month. Can you believe it? Have you started your day one yet? Well, I would love to hear about it. But for right now, let me tell you a little bit about my day 19. Well, as you can see, I'm out here in nature and it's beautiful out here now, but earlier it was raining and, dealing with the yuckiness of the rain and stuff like that. But now it's beautiful. So we'll just kind of play it by ear as far as if I start getting dripped on again. But I wanted to talk today a little bit about preparation. And we have discussed this a little bit before when I went on my little mini trip to Myrtle Beach, but I wanted to share with you again about preparation when you're going anywhere, anything that you're going to do. Now, of course, when I get ready to go to work, I always have to have my preparation. I sit there in the morning time and I do my preparation. So like, for instance, this morning, I was getting ready to go to work and I had to prepare my meals for work. Okay, now I do this every day. You've seen it. You've seen my little snack bag that I take with me, like now, of course, early this morning I had, well, not early, but 9 o'clock, I had my, I used one of those tortilla shells that I had purchased and I made egg and ham and cheese and put that in it. So I made like a little breakfast burrito is what I had for breakfast. And then at 11 o'clock, I used another one of those shells, but this was where we're talking about the preparation. So I prepared this for work and I cooked up the chicken tenders, and then I had the spaghetti sauce and the shredded cheese. So I made like a chicken parmesan. So that, made it so that way it was almost like a sandwich, but it wasn't. It was in that little tortilla shell. So that was really good. And then at 1 o'clock, I had prepared the Cool Whip with the strawberries and the Jello, the sugar-free Jello. So I had that. But talking about preparation is when you're preparing to do anything. Okay, so my husband and I were going on a mini trip and we needed to make sure that I'm prepared food-wise, not only for my day-to-day, but for the weekend, because I've got to make sure that I've got food for me, but I also have to have food for him. Okay, now yes, I try to eat the same thing that he's eating, but I just have to eat it on like a different scale, of course. So last night I spent probably an hour and a half or maybe even 2 hours in the kitchen doing some preparation for the weekend. So I know a lot of you say, oh, I just don't have time for preparation. Well, I know it's hard, but you have to make time for yourself. You've got to plan to do it. If you want to make yourself healthier, if you want to, help in your weight loss journey, you do have to take that time to do things for yourself. So I spent that time trying to prepare foods, trying to, plan meals. I mean, it's a lot harder than what it used to be. I go off, I go camping, and I bring hamburgers, I bring hot dogs, I bring, stuff to make s'mores, maybe steak and potatoes and all this kind of stuff. Okay, that's great for the big meals, but I'm not just eating a big meal. I'm eating these small meals, these 300 calorie every 2 hours. So I don't want to feel like I'm cooking every 2 hours while I'm at a campground. So preparation is so important. So like I said, in the morning time, I had already prepared some of my meals, and I even had up to my 3 o'clock meal, which I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Well, we stopped at a rest area when we were on our way, and I had my peanut butter and jelly sandwich right there at the rest area. Okay, well then I had planned, okay, so 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, whatever we were going to do for camping. I had one thing planned, but like I said, it was raining, it was yucky, and we knew we had to set up the tent, and we knew we had to do this and we had to do that. So we ended up stopping at Zaxby's. I know, we just had Zaxby's a couple of days ago, but we had a buy one get one free Big Zax snack, so of course we have to use it. You gotta use up that free stuff that you have. So we ended up stopping at Zaxby's, and we had the Big Zax snack. Now, I didn't eat any of the chicken, but I did have my French fries. And you know, what's my favorite food? French fries. So I got to eat my French fries, and I counted them out. I didn't eat them all. You'd be so proud of me. I'm so proud of myself. I could have very easily eaten the whole thing, but I didn't. So I did get to have my French fries. And then later on, once we were all settled in and everything, I ended up having my slices of ham. I had brought ham with the cream cheese and rolled them up. And I had that as kind of my 7 o'clock, but it wasn't 7 o'clock. It was closer to probably 9:30, 10 o'clock when I finally ate that. But I was so hungry, I was like, I gotta eat something else while we were sitting there watching our nightly show. Well, not our nightly show, our Friday, Saturday show. We love watching OP Nation. So we even have a little projector that we use when we go camping, so that way we can watch OP Nation while we're camping. So, but preparation is so important. It really is. Now you can prepare foods for like a whole week, if that would make things easier for you. I mean, you saw that even like my cashews, I already had those prepared. And yes, I brought me one of that little thing, with the cashews and the baby babble cheese and the wheat thins. I have one of those with me. So that way, for one of my mini meals, I can have that. And I brought a yogurt with me. So I did bring some things that I, normally have while I'm at work too. But, we also brought things like sausage dog, so that way you can have sausage dog. But I brought my thin wheat bread that I can put it on, so that way I'm not, spending 200 calories on a bun. Yeah, one bun is like 200 calories, like a hot dog bun. I know. And think, how many hot dogs do we normally eat? Maybe 2 or 3? So just say you're having 2 hot dogs, 2 hot dog buns, you're looking at 400 or 500 calories plus the hot dogs. And hot dogs have a ton of sodium in them. But just like I know my sausage dog's got a ton of sodium in them, but I brought that anyway. So, but once again, saying about being prepared, you always have to be prepared, and you have to try to plan out your meals. So it's very, very important. But otherwise, I think I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for today. And I'm excited for Tuesday to come around, because that's my next weigh-in day. I've been being really good. I've been staying with my plan. So hopefully I'll have another good loss this week. Have you started your day one? I would love to hear about it. I love reading all the comments that everybody's putting. I try to reply back as soon as what I can. Just tell me about it. Tell me, are you struggling? Are you struggling to even have that day one? I'd love to hear about that too, because we all struggle to have that day one. It's very hard to actually start. It's easy to say we're going to do it, but I will tell you, it gets easier Okay, getting past that first couple of days is really, really hard. But once you get past that first couple of days, then it starts to get easier and easier and easier. And then, of course, once you start seeing some of the weight coming off, then that's also a motivation too. It's a motivation to try to stick with what your plan is. I read something in social media. Somebody was saying that they fell off the wagon because they drank a Diet Coke and ate a candy. And I made sure that I replied back to that person when I read that, because that really bothered me. Because you need to not feel as if that was something that was devastating for you. Because when you eat something that maybe you shouldn't have eaten, okay, it's over, it's done with. That's what my husband says. It's over, it's done with. You can't change it. Just get back on track. You know, I mean, I drink Diet Coke every day, so drinking Diet Coke to me is falling off the wagon. And I also eat candy. You know, I work that into my meal plan, so that's not necessarily falling off the wagon either. So now, if you go and you eat a whole big bag of something, some kind of candy, that, okay, yeah, that's not exactly good, but you just get right back on track. You just start again. You know, just eating too much one day isn't going to blow everything. You just got to get yourself back on track. Okay? So just, like I said, you get your mindset for doing it. Start your day 1. I want to hear about it. I'm on my day 19 and I'm excited to continue on. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later.